You stare at the ceiling from your bed through the blackness of your room. All at once, you are thrust into consciousness from the formidable boding of your dreamscape. You felt it, didn't you? The portal has closed. Now, to restore your godhood. Hello, beautiful souls. Thank you guys so much for joining me here, and welcome to my table. If you're new here, hello, my name is Zachary. It's nice to meet you. And if you're returning, it's good to see you guys again. Pull up a chair, my friends. I did save you a seat. So, I have another excellent message here for you, riding off the coattails of this last one. Looks like we are furthering the Galactic Royalty Saga here. You don't need to see the other Galactic Royalty readings to understand this one, but I do welcome you to take a look. There'll be a playlist attached to this video in the comments or the description of this video, as well as at the end. So feel free to take a look at that. This message here is for somebody who is at a point where they feel something very major has come to a close, and there may be this experience of confusion, not really knowing what is up, what is down, what is left, what is right, what direction that you are heading. But this individual knows what the endpoint looks like. We may not know the steps that we're taking to get there, but we know a bit what that energy signature at least looks like. So we'll get into this message here. I do have a symbol that came through, one that I channeled a while ago, actually, that has come through a little bit revamped. So, and this was in an earlier Galactic Royalty reading. So those of you who've seen that, this is Puddle Jumper, but it has been revamped into Wayfinder. And we'll talk about that, okay? Apropos that this is coming through in portal season. So before jumping into this message, just all of the announcements to start. If you guys are looking for personal readings, manifestation workshops, or you're interested in my Reality Recoded personal mentorship program, I do have information for all of that. They're all links in the description of this video. You can also check out my website for those things as well. The Reality Recoded is an application. There'll be a separate link here in the description, okay? Memberships are also open. Hello, members. If you guys are interested in that, there's a link in the description of the video. There's also a join button next to the subscribe. If this reading does resonate with you, please consider liking, sharing. I'd love to hear your input, and subscribing if you haven't already. I appreciate the support, and the channel does as well. PayPal links are in the description if you feel called to support the channel more directly. I truly appreciate that, you guys, and the channel could not run without you. So thank you, thank you. All right, let's get into the exciting bits. So, restoring your godhood, okay? Hello, restoring your godhood. The first thing that came through was this. The next portion that came through here in meditation, we'll go over channeled messages to start, and then there are a couple oracle cards, and then we'll get into tarot. The next thing that came through is the whole world is watching you, okay? Watching you now. They're watching you now, right, meow. This is something that came through in the original Galactic Royalty reading, this concept of like the watchers or those that are watching. And I do feel like this is a little bit separate than the watching that we're talking about. This is something more like stepping onto a grand stage of some sort. And this is something that is either literal or it could be figurative as well. But there's a lot more where you are being perceived by yourself and by others. The next thing that had come through was a portal is closing, or a portal has closed. The next portion that came through is a star collapses, so another is born, and this is natural. Because my natural inclination as I'm receiving this message is like, well, shit, portal closed, whoopsie, oh no, you know, this is good. This is not a bad thing, okay? Doors close, so doors can open. Things lose their shine, so other things become alluring to us, right? This is a major shift that's helping to move our attention or direction somewhere else in order to restore our godhood, okay? So this is where the Wayfinder came through. I was shown the puddle jumper symbol, which is a symbol that helps us to, well, jump through portals. So you want me to, we'll wait on, okay, we'll show the symbol last. All right, there's a couple other messages that came through here. Okay, we'll show the symbol here in a second. A few other messages that came through channeled wise. Arcturian, so this is interesting. The color blue has been coming through a lot in my readings recently. Arcturian can absolutely have blue. They are blue, right? Have that connected to them as like a star seed. Maybe you resonate with the concept of star seeds or the Arcturians themselves. They are the masters of sound, okay? The next thing that I was shown here was a diadem. And a diadem is kind of like a crown, but it's more of an everyday glamorous wear tiara, right? What I was given with that was everyday elegance. So we are talking about this galactic royalty, right? But there's something about emulating this elegance in a daily way. Okay. I feel like this is a part of stepping into whatever this energy is. This is looking like as our godhood. The next thing that came through was sounded out. So that's interesting. Like I said, the Arcturians are the masters of sound. Sounded out. I was feeling very much the this need for activation for the throat chakra. Vocalizations, even making random sounds. Okay, this is kind of like getting a car to start after it's been stored away for the winter. Um, it doesn't necessarily feel like it matters what's coming out right now, just that there is something that is coming out. You don't use it, you lose it, right? Okay. This is interesting too, especially as we're talking about this portal jumping symbol, and I'll get to this here in a second. There were quite a few numbers that came through here. I haven't had this happen before, but they seem like they're ages. So the first number to come through was 17, and then it went back to 4, which is interesting. And then 28, 39, 47, 59, 65, and 67. These could be years, but I feel like they're ages. Once I get to this symbol here, this is a way to jump or to pull something from the past or the future. So I feel like this is some crucial ages, okay, that we've experienced in our life. And it's interesting that it goes backwards. I'm wanting to dive into that a little bit more as this message goes along. It kind of feels like with that 17 just before 18, like in North America or United States anyway, 18 is like a legal adult. So it's like that step before becoming an adult and then going back to childhood for something. Maybe we're doing some healing and then moving forward with the rest of the numbers. Also, orange and yellow came through. So, orange and yellow are the sacral and solar plexus chakras. But I do feel like there's a little bit more to it than that. The next thing that came through this, and this was interesting because it feels a little detached from everything else so far, to aid and abet. So to aid and abet, this is something that is we don't want to participate in. To aid or abet is to encourage or to participate in, to aid or to abet, to encourage somebody breaking the law, participating in a crime. And what I was shown after that was comeuppance. Okay, I don't necessarily feel like. I mean, maybe this is somebody that's watching, where something you aided and abetted in something. It feels a bit bigger, okay, than that. And I don't know if this is to do with a world leader or what. I genuinely do not know yet. So we'll see what else comes through here. Okay, we'll get into the symbol. So Wayfinder, love this. I'm going to show the camera here. You can pause it so that you can draw it out. Wayfinder, yes. So, like I said, those of you who have been watching for a minute, this was originally called Puddle Jumper, and I was asked to change this to Wayfinder. The thing that came through with Wayfinder is you can read the stars. A Wayfinder is somebody who finds the way, right? They're able to navigate. Cartography, the scribe, is something that's been coming through in previous readings too. Somebody who can read the stars, but it also came through that the stars can read you too. Interesting. Okay. So what do we do with this? Since we are here in portal season, and this is why I can see why this came through here now, in eclipse season here. It's an opportunity to jump. Portals, okay? As one portal may be closing, we are coming into a space where there's a big one that's opening up, okay? So we're to use this during, I'll explain it like in Mario, Super Mario. We get to the end tunnel and we can jump up above and go to those hyper jump spaces, pipes that are over there at the end. That's kind of what this is feeling like. So we hold this symbol in meditation in our mind's eye. There is a strong caution that comes with this symbol. Please, everybody, take this seriously. If you do not know what the final destination is looking like, and this is what I'm saying, like aware of the energy signature at the very minimum. If you don't know what that looks like, do not use the symbol, okay? There is a level of trust that's going into using the symbol. You are no longer participating in the steps that are being made to get you to the end point. Whatever it is that you are visualizing when you utilize this symbol, that is where you're going to go. So don't be afraid, don't be scared, but have a healthy level of respect for the symbol. Please know where you're going before you use it, okay? Um, this isn't just a random, this is not the time to randomly travel, all right? We can do that another time. So I am going to get into the oracle cards here. I did get a new deck here. This is the Crystal Spirits, and they are stones, okay? And Moonstone is what came through here. So I'll show the camera here, and I do want to read a blurb here from the book. Interesting, because I also, 10:01 on the timer, I also picked up this nice, beautiful peach moonstone tower. So I just thought it was interesting that moonstone came through here. So intuition, insight, inner wisdom, and inner voice. Inner knowing, inner sensing, these are the talents that the conscious universe has bestowed upon all of us. But we have been conditioned to minimize their importance and instead pay more attention to the knowing that comes from experiencing life through our physical senses and logical analysis. Do you hone your intuition? Do you trust it, even when you can't point to a logical reason why you know what you know? Your message from Moonstone Spirit is to tune in and listen to your intuition. It will speak to you through an inner voice, an inner vision, an inner sensation that feels real because, well, it is. It has many ways of communicating to you. Now is a time to pull back the veil between the visible and invisible worlds. Trust that the hidden reality matters, and know that your intuition comes from the conscious universe, which possesses wisdom, knowledge, and understanding far beyond your own. Love this. I mean, I couldn't think of a better card to come through here to start. Trusting in 11:11 on the timer, trusting in, like I said, and utilizing this symbol, that we know where it is that we want to go, and then we're surrendering to the greater known and unknown to take us there, okay, to orchestrate the things that need to be orchestrated to get us to that place. And as we're talking about restoring godhood, well, this feels like a pretty big deal, okay? I don't feel, because I have a tendency to look into, like, is this an opportunity we're going to miss? Like, are we not going to miss this? How does this work? This feels like something that outside of time, we're going to get this, okay? There are possibilities that steps could be missed, missteps could be taken here in this life, right? I know there is that what is meant for you will not pass you by. This is absolutely true. It's not a promise that they're going to happen in the life you're in currently, though, right? Right. So knowing this too, and this is a part of surrendering as well, that fear, don't have fear surrounding the timing of something, okay? I would consider that to be a little bit of a misstep, falling into that fear. Okay. So we'll get further into this here. 2 cards came through here in the Wild Unknown archetype deck. Thanatos and the Vow. Love this. Love it, yes. So Thanatos and the Vow. Thanatos is death, transformation. This is the energy I'm feeling of a portal that has been closed or is closing. As we're coming up to the lunar eclipse and the partial solar eclipse this month here in March, I've been talking about this energy since October last year, since last portal season, eclipse season. This feels extremely significant. And what I'm starting to see is the significance is our ability to go somewhere, to be what it is that we want to be, or to pull from the past or future the components that we need to in order to be the person that we're looking to be, in order to restore this godhood. We'll get into that a little bit further. I'm seeing here in the image these hands that are making contact with this other hand, or these other hands. And there are also hands here in the vow that are coming together. This feels like that energy of pulling from the past and the future, like I said. So with the vow, this is a promise, an oath. This feels like we're pulling back into some really ancient activity, some ancient energy. We're talking about restoring your godhood. This is the promise, like the promise that you made. If you come back to, and the promise that was made to you too, ooh, with those stars, you can read the stars, but they can read you too. Interesting. Ooh, interesting. That is an interesting energy. Like you can both go into each other's portal. Ooh, that's interesting. Okay, okay. In my first Galactic Royalty reading, there was the topic, I mean, as this was introduced here, you didn't need to be here. This was a choice to come here to experience what it is that you're experiencing. Like you're on God mode. You're on God level here. Expert mode, to experience something very specific to help balance the rule of wherever this is that you come from, right? This is the vow that I'm feeling. There is a process of recalling this message, this vow, okay? We do want to pull one of these here, Talisman Oracle, and then we'll get into the Wild Unknown Animal cards, and then Tarot. What else do we have here for this message, please, Spirit? Eternal Charisma. Ooh. There's that butterfly there, too. And that's been coming through a lot in my readings recently. This transformation or this transformative ability. Being on top of the blooming roses, white and black blooming roses, right? I feel this sense of breaching the chrysalis, right? Coming out of the cocoon, becoming this butterfly, transforming into your godhood, under or above the embrace of these protective qualities of duality, of mankind, of humanity. Interesting. This eternal charisma, I feel, is your magic too, is your interesting. Something like Fountain of Youth, but it's not the Fountain of Youth, it's a fountain of something else. Something. Interesting. Okay, we'll get into that a little bit further here too. All right, Wild Unknown Animal Oracle deck. Spirit, can we look into the path here for this individual at this point? What are we looking at? The horse. Horse is horse, of course. And this has come through a lot. Dragonfly, yep, that's come through a lot here too. Magic, right? There is magic. Prestidigitation. There may be a need to calm the mind. That is something that's been coming through here a lot too. So with the horse, this is a balanced earth and water energy, emotional, physical, masculine, feminine. This calls for a balance of exercise and meditation. And if one is not happening, there's a request to make this happen. This is a master form of these energies, and in order to tap into its magic, we need to be balanced in those ways, okay? And this isn't, we need to be lifting weights like a mad person, breaking a sweat, getting the heart rate up. This is exercise. Brisk walks even, right? Meditation, journaling. This is what that divine feminine quality looks like, okay? What is the energy that's blocking this of the horse right now? The owl. Interesting. The elk here at the bottom, this is the divine masculine principle. So it feels like we may be skipping the step of a little bit of exercise, okay? A little bit of getting that heart rate up, breaking a sweat. So the owl coming through here as the blocked energy. This is wisdom. And this is, there's a component of treasure to this too. The owl is the companion to both Athena and Lakshmi. In this instance, I'm feeling a little bit more Lakshmi, this bountiful gift, an abundance of some sort. It feels like there is, because we've talked a lot about that with ego too, this energy of hyperfixation on maybe the gift of it. The gift that you are, or the gift that you possess, or the gift that you're working towards. Interesting. We'll dive into that a little bit more too. Because you need to know where it is that you're going. This energy signature is required to be aware of. But it feels like there's something, exercise too, the action, putting the action in. We'll get into that a little bit more as well. What do we need here in this situation, please, Spirit? With the horse and the owl. The horse is a horse, of course. The rabbit. Ooh, interesting. That is an interesting message. Bear here. There's a protective quality to this. There's also an encouragement to take something slow as we're coming out of hibernation here, which is kind of what we're talking about message-wise. A portal is closing. It doesn't feel like an end to the human life. That's not what I'm sensing. But there is an end to the way that we have been driving this vehicle up until now. And there's a need to limber up, okay? So with the rabbit, this is fear. Being in the spot that we need. In the intro there, I was talking about that, basically like waking up from a scary dream, maybe being in a sweat. It feels like that perception or that experience of that fear is necessary, not to hold on to, Okay. To accentuate the importance of this transition. Gotcha. It's like an exclamation point. We're not wanting to fall into whatever that scary dream was about, right? Maybe that scary dream is around us currently, but probably in a lot of ways. We're not falling into that fear as a permanent state, but it is a wake up call as well. Got it. Got it. Got it. Okay, let's get into tarot here. Which deck do we want to use? Lightseers. Okay, here for it. I'm here for it. All right, Spirit. I want to look at. Let's see, where do we want to go? We'll pull 3 cards here to start, and then I do have some spots I want to navigate here. What else? What else are we looking at here with this message, please, Spirit? Restoring Godhood. 4 of Swords. This has come through a lot too. So carving out a space to heal the heart, rather than licking your wounds. An encouragement and 8 of Swords. An encouragement to face something, to allow it to actually heal. And with the 8 of Swords coming through here too now, this is a trap of the mind, somewhere where cyclically we have been stuck, in 2 of Pentacles. This is not a real trap, though, but we can get stuck in the illusion of it if we allow ourselves to believe that that's true. There's something about that transition from the dreamscape into waking life, like staring at the ceiling, that was really standing out to me here through the darkness. Almost as if, oh, interesting. Ooh, interesting. Okay, like you're trying to see the ceiling, or you're trying to travel through the ceiling and ignoring the viscosity of the darkness or the lack of light that's in front of you because it's nighttime. But the point here is to see that darkness. Oof. Okay. We're not slacking our vision here to see beyond the darkness. We're being asked to see it squarely. Interesting. Because a God exists in both the light and the dark, as we have the 2 of Pentacles here, this balance. And like I said in the first one, it was this experience of coming here so that you can balance the rule, okay, of this eternal or supreme being. Interesting. I feel like you want one of these here. Okay, one more here on this, please. Happiness, love this. New discoveries that lead to celebrations, love yourself first, and soulmate the divine will provide you with love when you're ready. This is interesting. This could be, and I'm going to kind of show this camera a little bit more rather than up here as much. This could be a romantic partner, okay, coming forward for some of you. There was in one of the Galactic Royalty readings this concept of they were soulmates, 2 actually that were coming through as friends, possibly. Maybe one was a lover, one was a friend, family. But they're here to help balance out the needs of your human experience too, just as you do for them. With this portal closing here, we're getting closer to what it is that we conceptualize as happiness, which is stepping into our authority and our power. I want to know here, Spirit, what is this restoration of Godhood? Can we talk about this a little bit further? You want a different deck, okay. Star seeds, yep. 2, okay. Can we talk about this Godhood a little bit more? What does this restoration look like? Activated Earth. Oh, power places, ley lines, and trust where you're led. Oh, I love it. Love it. One more here, please, Spirit. Oh my goodness. Surrender to the sweetness, Venus energy, pleasure, joy, and make love to life. Okay. This is a reminder here to not get completely enveloped or lost in what it is that we need to do as a human. Yep, we do need to work, right? Money is a part of this reality. That isn't something that is going away right now. We're not here to just slave away, though, for the sake of another, or, just to work, to punch in and out, 9 to 5, 9 to 5, right? Monday through Friday. So activated Earth, power places and ley lines, trust where you're led, and then whale and orca elders, share your song, frequency of sound, diving deep. I did say I was going to use this camera a little bit more. I'm still getting used to this here. So to start with activated Earth, I do think of like Stonehenge, because they've got Stonehenge on here. Trusting where it is that you're led. I was just talking about that. Knowing where it is that you want to go, and then trusting that you're going to get there. I feel like this is coming through the component of fear because rabbit was there and what we need. We're being asked to maybe even express or be expressed a great amount of fear or a worse fear so that we can get over it. So that we can go, all right, well, that's done, right? I guess like I'm unbreakable now. That's kind of the vibe that I'm getting here. It's interesting with Stonehenge too, because some believe that it is a portal as well. Maybe it is. Maybe it is. Interesting. Travel season. Yeah, no, travel season for sure. Okay. Whale and Orca elders as well. So share your song. I'm going to show this camera here. Share your song, frequency of sound and diving deep. When this card comes through, we're being asked to, like I was saying here with the throat in the beginning of the reading, it feels like we're turning a car over from being stored over winter time. We are being asked to share our song, to share our vibration, to sing our song. If we don't, how can we expect to be led to those who match the same signature, right? As an example, I guess I'll do this here. Okay. I was doing many things before I came into this capacity, and they all, led me to this place. But it really wasn't until I stepped into this position, to this role, was I able to share my song, right? And be connected with those that have a similar frequency. Okay. And I don't mean to put that out as an encouragement of, I appreciate you guys so much. Comments, I love to. It's so much easier for me to read comments, please. I do have my email address available, but that is not an email address that is meant to contact me for anything outside of readings and workshops, okay, or mentorship program. And I will not respond to those, okay, just so that you know. I am inundated with emails, and if I spent all my time responding to all of you lovely people, I would have absolutely zero time for myself. So be sure to share your sound. Like I'm saying, I'm just encouraging, if you have something to say to me, please leave it as a comment, because you have a better chance of me seeing it and actually responding to you in that case. What do we need to know? What else do we need to know about that with the sound? The Empress. Ooh, interesting. Interesting. So the Empress coming through here. What I'm seeing is like an ultrasound, this frequency, because she's, as you can see, about prego and ready to pop, right? There is this frequency of the ultrasound, like the stars seeing you. Ooh, oh goodness. Oh my gosh. So we're multidimensional, right? We are fourth dimensional creatures experiencing the third dimension on down. If we were to look at, let's say, as like a third dimensional experience, we were to look at a 2D individual with 2 dimensions, height and width or height and length, we would be able to see down into their experience and what they're doing, but they would not be able to see us unless we were in their plane, and they would see like a slice of us. Okay. That's how these dimensions work. So if there is an entity from a higher dimension that is looking into our dimension, we're not necessarily going to be able to see them other than maybe like a slice of them as they come through the third dimension, right? But they can see through like our walls and that sort of thing. That's kind of what I'm getting here, is seeing this growing entity inside here. The Empress is the divine feminine principle, the goddess, right? Growth, fertility, healing. What else are we looking at with this here, please? Justice. Ooh, back to balance. Interesting. I do we really need to go there? Yeah, okay. There is something going on here in the physical world too, as far as balancing things from even a legal perspective. And this doesn't feel like necessarily the individual. Like I said, this could be, somebody's done something, but this does, like, I don't know why that would be coming through here as that important in this reading. There is a major healing component. This is the portal. Ooh. We have all the chills on that. This is the portal that's closing. Okay. Somebody's getting what they're due. Interesting. Can we leave it at that, please? Yes, thank you. Okay, I don't want to go into details on that, but something, somebody, somewhere who's exhibiting a certain level of power or the illusion of power, that is being corrected. Dedication, stay dedicated to your goals, efforts that will reap success. This is another component. This is coming through as kind of like, hang on, right? Hang in there. This is the portal that you're feeling is closing, the experience of this reality, and it needs to. It needs to. You're being asked to stay dedicated to what it is that you are working on, to hold that vision of where you're going. Okay. Okay. What? I'm just getting this godhood, the godhood portion. What do we need? What else do we need to do here to restore the godhood? Four of Wands. Hey, Nine of Swords here at the bottom too. The component I'm getting from this is to face the fears. Here is this nightmare, you guys. Here's this nightmare that we're having, that we're waking up from, and we're seeing that we're still in this nightmare. The only way to get through this is to face it. And there is something about the voice too. Godhood was always there. Okay. Sound it out. Oh my God, sound it out. Oh, I have all the chills on this. To not forget the power that you hold as an individual and an ability to connect with those around you. Ooh. Whew. Okay, so we're facing this. We're facing this. We're closing that portal. Yes, we are. Yes, we are. Okay. Four of Wands coming through here as well. This is a crossing of a major threshold. Having a celebration, connecting and celebrating with our kindreds, with those that share the same signatures we do. This is only possible when we take that step, have that courage to sing our song, right? To share our song. What is that? There's a line from that. It's called "Let Me Fall" from Cirque du Soleil. How does that go? Someone I am is waiting for courage. The one I want, the one I will become, will catch me. Yes. Oh gosh, I have all the chills on that. There is courage that's needed here, and this is the portal that I'm talking about here. Like, ooh, I'm all breathless here. The energy that we're pulling to be or to go to the place that we want to go to restore this godhood is from us in that portion of time or reality that is already there. Ooh, these hands that are reaching back here are us. Oh my goodness. My heart is just beating so fast right now. So using this symbol here, you guys, during eclipse season, the intention of this is to pull from where it is that you have accomplished the supportive, healing, strength, courage that you require to participate in whatever it is that you need to right now. It feels like there is, oh, interesting. Okay, because we had that 17-4 and then it went forward again with the numbers. What I'm feeling is a part of the portal that's closing here too is an opportunity to pull from a past version of yourself. And this isn't a punishment or a fault. It kind of feels like one more time through the looking glass. Interesting. Ooh, interesting. Because what's back there needs to stay back there. Ooh. Yes. We're not. Oh, gosh. I love that. Oh, my goodness. Okay. Once we make that decision to pull from ourselves in the future here, we no longer need to connect with that portion in the past because that becomes healed with the Empress. Once we pull that energy from who we will become. Oh, I love this, you guys. My heart is just beating so fast. Can you tell me a little bit more about that here from the future here? The Hanged Man, and the Hierophant come through here. My goodness, I just need to breathe. So the Hanged Man and the Hierophant. I will show this camera up here. Hangman is a pause, right? Seeing something from a different angle. I feel like this is the fear we're talking about. We're being asked to see the way that fear is participating in our life and to adjust that. There is no. What? That came through another Galactic Royalty reading. The one at the bridge. There is no fear on the bridge. Oh my goodness. The Hierophant here. This is a higher spiritual evolution. This is our godhood, you guys. Ooh, interesting. What I'm getting is like this fear. Interesting. Okay, please slow it down. This fear is like a fog. We're driving on a highway, right? Life is a highway. We're on this highway here, and our stop into where it is that we're wanting to go to become this galactic royalty again. Okay, this deity. There is a fog, and that is fear. We have a fever, and the only cure is obviously more cowbell, right? If we are lost in fear, we don't see when it is that we need to turn off here. So we're being asked not to turn off the fog machine of fear. I love that. That's so, okay, cute. Thanks, Spirit. That's cute. Okay, there is not a rush to this, all right? Whether it's this portal season or the next, we have eclipses every 6 months. Like I said, I feel like a big portion of this is not falling into that component of fear, okay? Okay. I am gonna go into an extended with this and dive into this a little bit deeper. I want to know about the treasure bounty fear relationship and this eternal charisma standing out to me here too. To prophesy a prophecy. Ooh, I'll dig my teeth into that. Okay. Okay. I'm not quite done here yet though. Let's pull you want a crow and then medicine heart. All right. To finish this portion of the message up here, please, Spirit. So just to summarize, you guys, fear, don't be afraid. Feel into that signature of you in the future, of who it is that you will become. Mischief, mischief, mischief. I feel like nature here at the bottom too. Going out into nature, I think, is a great idea right now to ground this experience you're having right now and the reality that you want to go to. Okay, so it's so important. Yes, duh. Yes. It's so important to know where it is that you're going because we have every possibility laying in front of us. We could go through any portal. Mischief. This component, I feel like, is coming through to remind us that, well, there are portions of us in the future that maybe aren't the godhood that we're looking to restore, right, within ourselves. They may be playing some tricks on us, okay? The devil in our own mind, right? If you want to conceptualize that archetype as something outside of you, that is up to you. But this is an archetype to me that's coming through as a portion from someone in our future that we don't want to be. This is why it's important to get clear. Slow it down, look at it clearly, deal with the fear. Okay? All right, last bit here, medicine heart for the collective, for restoring your godhood. So this feels like a path that is happening, okay? We're already on track. It's just a need to deal with the fear. Last message here. Ascendancy capacity. Sure, why not? Why not? 33. Lion. Rawr. Okay. Continue to engage in your process, recognizing your limits are being tested. And you have the power to overcome that which once held you back. You have the power. Even so, take care and apply compassion so that you navigate the line between breakdown and breakthrough. This is a testing time with an extremely positive end in view. Honor your power whilst you trust in your compassionate wisdom. Alana Fairchild, I don't know. I don't know who she sold her soul to, but her oracle cards are just right to the heart of the matter here. Oh, I love that, you guys. Stay on the path here. We got this. We are being tested, okay? But we're navigating that line between breakdown and breakthrough. Okay, I'm going to go into an extended here. If you guys want to join me for that, there's a link in the description of this video here. You can purchase that individually. Or if you want to become a member on the 3rd tier membership, the Phoenix Fam, you can have access to all of the extended readings, okay? If this is where we part, thank you for joining me, and I hope this message is helpful. Please take care of yourselves, and I'll see you all very soon. Be well.